So today I am taking a little departure from the creation of videos to give you something I'm going to call the rejects. So this is four guitar riffs that didn't make it onto albums. Some people don't know this. Bands and singer-songwriters, artists go through a lot of material to come up with what finally ends up on the album. And so there are a lot of rejects, a lot of stuff that the fans or the public never hear. So these four are not my only rejects. Definitely. There are many, many more. Most of them I don't even remember, which is probably a good sign that they weren't that good, right? That's why they got rejected. But these are four that I think actually are pretty good guitar parts that maybe should have made the album, but for some reason didn't. Okay, so here we go. Number one, we were in college and we got signed on one song. That's pretty rare, but we were signed to what's called a developmental deal, which means there wasn't a guarantee that we were even going to release one album. They signed us and then they were going to have us write until they found something that they felt like they wanted to release. And so we wrote and wrote and wrote, and they just rejected everything. And we were getting really frustrated. Weren't really sure what they were looking for. A lot of things were rejected musically, where they didn't like the style or the sound of the music until we kind of figured out what it was they were looking for a little bit. But there was one song in that process that they liked the music, but they didn't like the words. And so the song got rejected because of the lyrics. And so this riff never saw the light of day. So here's riff number one. So that one didn't make it onto an album. I really liked that guitar part. And so I was mad about that for about a year, I think. And so riff number two is from the second album. One of the other guys in the band said to me, hey, you should write a guitar riff that sounds like this artist. Someone who was really popular, kind of a new artist, popular at the time. And so I tried to write something that kind of sounded like that artist. And came up with something that I thought was a pretty good riff. I didn't copy that artist exactly. I just tried to create something in the style of that artist. And the record label rejected it because they thought it sounded exactly like one of that artist's songs. I still don't think it does. I think that I came up with something that was unique on its own. So I'm going to play it for you, and you can try to guess who you think the artist is that it's modeled after. And if you can find a song by that artist that is exactly the same as this, that's close enough that you would call it a ripoff, let me know, because I don't believe there is one. This is riff number two. Riff number three came along as we were writing for the Bloom album. And honestly, I don't think this one was just out of hand rejected. I think it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. I had come up with this part and I played it on stage during soundcheck, and I remember Mark saying, oh, I like that, and started kind of trying to sing along with it a little bit. And then really, I think it just kind of got forgotten as we wrote more songs. I never really brought it back up. Other good songs came along, and so this one just kind of got lost in the shuffle. So there you go, riff number three. And then the last one is riff number four. I actually wrote this one kind of when I was on my way out. So this one actually never got shown to the other guys in the band. But maybe it would have been a song on some kind of zombie album. It goes like this. So there you go. There's four rejects, four riffs that didn't make it onto the album. Let me know which one's your favorite.